Carlos Correa. Santo.
Since his major league debut in 2015, Carlos Correa has dazzled fans with his play on the field. But it has been his commitment to this community that has endured him to all of Houston. In 2019, he established the Correa Family Foundation, a nonprofit organization that works to provide financial support to children battling cancer and their families.
My wife, through the pageant, she would do a lot of visits to the hospital, to Children's Hospital, and I've never been a part of that in my early career. And she recommended, she said, oh, I think right now that, it was 2019, I believe. 2019, the playoffs, she said, oh, now we have a good chance for you to go and visit some
Correa
kids.
Family Foundation.
It's right on, never done it. And then once we did it, we connected with some kids right away. And I mentioned to her that we should do something with this, that this is an opportunity for us to help a lot of people. And that's where the dream started. And from then on, we got with Dr. Vicky Flores, who's a great family friend, and we started the Correa Family Foundation.
The foundation has two major goals. First, to provide transformative experiences to improve the emotional status and well-being of these kids and their families. And second, to offer financial support in the form of grants to help cover the indirect and non-medical costs associated with pediatric cancer diagnosis.
How proud are you of what it's become and what you've been able to do over the last 6 years?
I'm proud more of the work that we've done and the families that we've helped, and the connections and the relationships that we built with a lot of the patients and a lot of the families. For me, that's the most important, the human factor of things. And
Orgullo
yes,
de Santa
we
Isabel,
donate a lot
Puerto
of
Rico.
money. Yes, we help a lot of families, through the tough times. And yes, we do a lot of things outside. But for me, the most important is to spend time with these kids, bring a smile to their faces in such, tough times, and bring them to the field. Our heroes of the month come here. They get to leave the hospital for a day, and they can forget for a little bit about all the treatment, all the stuff that they're doing, and they can go watch some good baseball out here at Dyke Park. So that's the best part.
The foundation has also worked to provide disaster relief from Texas, North Carolina, and his native Puerto Rico. This includes thousands of respirators, 118,000 gallons of disinfectants, ventilators, and various medical equipment to care for patients.
You were doing it with the twins. I saw it from afar, but then how important is it for you to keep it going? The second you came back to Houston, you had guests out here immediately.
Yeah, so we started it here. So when we went to Minnesota, we also did it over there, but we kept doing stuff over here as well. And now that we're back here, it's full go. There's a lot of families that we gotta see this off season and go visit, and a lot more relationships to be made.
Always good to catch up with
Aplauso a
Carlos on
esa
things that he's so passionate
hermosa labor
about.
que hace
I thought one of the most
Correa y su
impressive things was,
familia.
you move your family
Correa
back
Family
to Houston. Of course, you're
Foundation.
familiar. Of course, he lived here in the off season, but he quickly brought that with him. The Correa Foundation was back. He had guests out. I think a week later they were hosting and just bringing it back to this community.
And Carlos just gets it. He always has. As young as he was when he arrived in the big leagues, the pressure of being a #1 pick, he's always understood what his place in this organization is and what that means for his place in the community. And he can go out there and yes, he can entertain people and get wins out on the field, but he can impact a lot of lives off the field as well.
For sure, a big Roberto Clemente fan, a great spokesperson for all of the things. And he's getting it done offensively for the club, and of course playing a great third base as well for the Astros. But Bogey, the bat's been there since he's put that Astros uniform back on.
And he's really been a steadying force for this offense. Obviously, when Isaac Paredes went down, there was a huge void at third base that Carlos has stepped in and played well over there at third base. But it's really the style in which he's gone about his at-bats. It's a very aggressive, free-swinging lineup. He's brought some stability to it. His on-base percentage is up over 350 since he's been back here in Houston. He's been not just a productive bat in the lineup, but the kind of productive bat that this offense needs as well.
Think about all that's going on with this club right now, the situation that they're in. Joe talking about the experience and how that helps at a time like this. It helps to have Carlos Correa in your clubhouse at a time like this.
Well, absolutely. With all the things going on with injuries, you have a voice in the clubhouse that can kind of calm everybody down and refocus that clubhouse. But also you have a lot of young guys going through this for the first time. And when you can have somebody who's been in there as a rookie playing in playoff games and a guy who's been to the World Series, he can go and let them know exactly what they have to expect going into it and how to deal with that pressure.
Let's check out the Pick the Stick presented by Gallery Furniture. See what we're going with today. Who'd you go with? Victor Caratini.
I like Victor Caratini, just been swinging the bat well in the first place, but I also like familiarity, especially when you're facing a tough pitcher. Nobody in this lineup has more at-bats against Jacob deGrom. Nobody has more hits than Victor Caratini does against Jacob deGrom, so I'm going with familiarity today.
All right, Carlos Correa is the booth pick. We were just talking about him, and you saw his numbers the last 4 series. I'm going Jose Altuve. I mean, the numbers against the Rangers are just ridiculous.
And Jose Altuve shows up in big spots against other teams' best, and that's what they're seeing in deGrom tonight.
That's what I'm hoping for. Another big win for me. I'm loving Pick the Stick these days. We're taking a break. We'll look closer at the Rangers lineup, who Christian Javier will line up against.
Gozando. Carlos Correa.